3 weeks since the Riviera Beach city manager was fired without explanation. The city council voted 3-2, and that decision outraged many in the community. Tonight, those people are planning to recall the 3 city council members. News Channel 5's Wanda Moore has been covering this story from day one. She's now live from J Ministries in Riviera Beach. Wanda?
The meeting here started just a few minutes ago at J Ministry, and people are trying to gather enough signatures for the recall, and they also need to prove the grounds for a recall. Now, as you mentioned, this all started 3 weeks ago, and since then we have uncovered many different things. So here's how we got to this point.
Let's see what the street says. Everybody can mention the street.
September 20th. What started as a regular city council meeting ended in the firing of city manager Jonathan Evans, who just got the job 6 months prior. Councilmember Terrence Davis made the motion.
He's been here for 6 months.
It took council members Kashamba Miller-Anderson and Tanya Davis-Johnson by complete surprise.
I'm not understanding how we get to this point.
Councilmember Lynn Hubbard and Don Pardo supported the motion. Davis refused to give details on what the misfeasance he cited was.
I give you an answer already in this story. I told you why.
No, you didn't really. We pulled Evans' personnel file, and there was no disciplinary action. Evans was stunned, and so were many in the community.
What did he do? What did he do?
6 days later, we found emails that showed Councilwoman Hubbard had used public funds on a private driveway. Evans, in turn, had asked for an internal investigation of her. He also told Councilwoman Pardo she could not use public funds on private property. The anger was growing.
You ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
And the 3 council members still weren't talking.
I give you permission to record me.
I'm just wondering if there is...
I'm not giving you permission.
At the same time, Riviera Beach resident Tredrick McCoy launched a lawsuit against the city, asking them to reveal the reasons for firing Evans. Then, on the 28th, sources tipped me off to a secret meeting at Hearst Chapel. We got to the church and watched people get in, including council members Hubbard and Davis and Police Chief Clarence Williams. Afterwards, I asked the chief what the meeting was about.
I just arrived.
Oh, you just arrived?
Yeah.
Because we saw you get in earlier, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, I've come and gone.
Sources say the group was discussing how to keep Evans out of office. Experts told me the meeting violated the spirit of the Sunshine Law. Sources say the chief, who is scheduled to retire on December 5th, wanted Alex Freeman to become the next chief. Freeman was upset with Evans because he said he was promised an interview for the position.
Did you get that camera out of my face?
But Evans decided he wasn't qualified for the position. Sources say the chief wanted to become the new city manager. At the next city council meeting, Davis suggested just that.
Make a motion to make Chief Clarence Williams a city manager.
Oh, come on.
Following our coverage of the Hearst Chapel meeting, the Police Benevolent Association took a vote of no confidence on October 6th against Chief Williams. On October 10th, surrounded by his high-profile lawyers, Chief Williams came to, quote, protect his brand and accused several of his officers of not acting properly without ever providing specifics or evidence.
Officers that endanger the life of babies.
The union responded by sending a letter asking officials to take action now. And all of this leads to the event here tonight. People are telling me that they feel powerless, that they feel like their voices are not being heard by their own elected officials, and that's why they want to remove them from office as soon as possible. I'm going to go inside of the meeting now, and I'm going to have a live report for you tonight at 10 and 11. Reporting live in Riviera Beach, Wanda Moore, WPTV News Channel 5.